What did you underline? What's important? All right, Christian, go ahead.
14 non-commercial vehicles.
What else in there, though? We kind of want to keep going with that. 14.
And then there was 5. There were 5.
Okay, that's important. Look for keywords whenever you see words like for every. That's indicating that the next set of numbers is going to be a ratio. Or they may just flat out tell you the ratio of non-commercial vehicles to commercial vehicles is. So look for keywords that indicate, when you see this, you know, a ratio is coming. What else, Brando?
108 non-commercial vehicles.
And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something here that you haven't seen yet. I want you, either highlighter or star or box or circle, I want you to highlight 2 words for me. I'm going to put in boxes. More and then. That's going to be critical in understanding how to break this question apart. Anything else? L.
I did front of each type of vehicle frequently using the country's highways during the month of September.
Okay, so the last thing that still remains is, well, what is it that they want us to find? Look for things like how many or how much. So I'm going to underline that too. When you start it, they all start the same way. You create a tape diagram based on the given ratio. The given ratio is always the, how quickly we forget, the tape diagram. So we have a ratio of 14 to 5. Do you see it? It's already been boxed out for you too, because it's a lot of boxes to draw. Give you a head start. Now in example 1, what we did in example 1 is that they asked us for a total, and we would total up all the boxes and proceed from there. Are they asking us, or are they giving us a total in this question? You need to take a look back, see if you see the word total or the words all the vehicles. Are they asking us to find the total, or are they giving us the total? So,
They're asking us to find the total
of, okay, the total of each vehicle, true, they are, but are they giving us a total number of all the vehicles together? Madison, where do you see it?
108.
Be careful. There's 108 more non-commercial vehicles than commercial vehicles. That's not necessarily the total. Say it, Shorts. They don't tell you the total. All they tell you is you have 108 more of non-commercial versus commercial. I'll give you another for instance. I need pens or pencils. Give me pencils. Give me a mechanical. Give me 2 more mechanicals, please. Mechanical? I need 1 more mechanical. Okay, great. I'll even separate it for you. Even though this looks like it's a yellow regular wood pencil, it's not. Okay, ready? Watch. How many more mechanical pencils do I have than regular pencils? Sebastian, do you agree 1?
Yes.
How did you do it? How did you know it was 1?
Because 3 is greater than 2.
By how much?
1.
What operation did you do to get the 1?
Subtraction.
What from what?
3 minus 2.
You got it. I never told you there was 5 total pencils, did I?
No.
All I'm telling you is there's 3 more mechanical than regular. Or, I'm sorry, I asked you, compared the 2, mechanical to regular, how many more mechanical do I have? And you came up with the answer 1. Now, they're telling you here, I have 108 more commercial vehicles than, 108 more non-commercial vehicles compared to commercial vehicles. They're not telling me total. You've got to figure out not only the total, you have to figure out how many there are of each. Whose pencils did I borrow? Come and get. Just come and get. I don't know who's who. But what Sebastian alluded to is we're going to use subtraction as our friend to help us figure this out. Brando.
I know how to
Okay, so you think you know what to do next? All right, tell me what we should do next.
You have to subtract 14 and 5.
And that is exactly right. We have our ratio here of 14 to 5. There's no place to put it on the side, but I'll put it here. Go back to the tape diagram because remember, the tape diagram is a model for the actual numbers. How many more boxes do I have for non-commercial compared to commercial? Remember I told you yesterday this is going to be a leap? Here it is. This is our leap. Ellie. And I'm going to show it to you visually here. These are the extra boxes. These are all the extra boxes that I have of non-commercial. And that adds up to 9. I'm going to do everything on this page because I hate flipping back and forth. Now what? I even made it look as into 9 into what? 9 goes into what? Come on, you can do this. I want to see more hands. Go back and look at the problem because it's the stuff that you highlighted that we haven't used yet. Snake.
108.
You got it. Because now it's basically, they all kind of follow the same pattern. First, figure out what to do with your tape diagram, figure out which boxes you need, then look at the problem for the actual number. These 9 boxes that we modeled represents the difference between commercial and non-commercial vehicles, which is 108. I bet you can do the rest because once you get the answer, you have the magic number. Do the division. I'm going to call somebody up to put the magic number in every single box because remember, the magic number is gold. That's what we want. Once we get that constant, we're home free. Sebastian, go put it in. And it does go in evenly. And I'll give you a little hint. Everything's going to work out evenly in the beginning of this unit. So if you get a crazy number with a remainder, you're probably doing something wrong. Put it right in the box. Assuming that you did the math correctly, what did you get as a magic number?
12.
Put it in every box. Did you get 12, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did we get 9 from?
The extra boxes, there are 9 more boxes of non-commercial vehicles than commercial vehicles. Ariana. What do you need, a tissue? Right here. So now I'll ask you guys, my class, my wonderful class. Do you have all the information now to figure out how many total non-commercial vehicles there are and how many commercial vehicles there are? What do you have to do? What do you have to do in the last step? Again, I'm doing it all on one page. I don't like flipping back and forth, but we're almost there. Alexa.
Well, to find out how many non-commercial vehicles there are,
Yep.
you have to do 14 times 12.
Why 14 times 12?
This is 14 boxes. And for the commercial vehicles, you have to do 5 times 12 because there's 5 boxes.
Right. 5 times 12 you could probably do in your head, but 14 times 12 you have to do off to the side. Fourteen times 12, right? What'd you get?
168.
How many got 168? Write it down. All right. Come on, what about 5 times 12?
60.
How would you check it? What can you do to prove that these answers are correct? Dave. You could go backwards for each box, but there's another way that you can do. Kind of I hinted at it yesterday when you had to check your total. Now it's something a little different. Ella. You could check, yeah, that's fine. But this should check up with or match up with something. Karsten.
So you would see if 168 is 108 more than 60, and it is.
So that's it. This is 168. Is it 108 more vehicles than non-commercial? Or what do you do with the two numbers 168 and 8 and what is it? 168 and 60. What should you do? Good. Subtract it. 168. Take away, what was it? 60. Has to equal the difference between the two cars, and it does. So like I said, I know for some of you, it's a little bit of a leap right now, but we're going to practice it. Hardest part with this, in my years of experience of doing it, is when you read the word problem, your goal, first thing that you have to try to recognize is whether they're asking you, or if it's a total question or a difference question. That's the hardest part. You have to find out whether they're giving you that more than, or they're asking you for the total. That's why I wanted you to highlight these words. Because if you see the words more and than in your question, then it's this type of problem. All right, let's practice. Go to the next page. Skip this. We did it. It's all on the previous page, okay? That's why I hate going back and forth. We've done it. And go to the smartphone flip phone page, which is what page?
6.
All right, 6. Same as always. Read it quietly to yourself. A lot shorter question. I think you'll be able to connect with this. No pun intended. What are my VIPs? Nate.
Your VIPs are smartphone to the number of people who own a flip phone.
I'm just going to do smartphone to flip phone. Those really are the essentials of the things I'm comparing. Yes, thank you. What else, Nate?
4 to 3.
Yes. What else, Nate?
500 more people own the smartphone than flip phone.
Nate, out of that sentence, what are the two words that clue you in right away what type of question this is? Quince. There it is again, more and then. Automatically, you got to start thinking to yourself, okay, it's a difference question. Finally, in green, I want the key question. How many people own each type of phone? Maddie Stack, how do you want to set this? Did you find it? Remind me, I have plenty. You just had to let me know. Lesson 5. But I know you're soaking this all in, so I'm gonna call on you here in a second. Here, take this. What page is this, guys?
6.
Okay, go to page 6. Maddie, you want to help me set up the template? All right, Maddie, what two things am I comparing?
The smartphone and the flip phone.
All right, set it up as smart and flip. How's that? Just so we know what's what. Oh, well, you know what? We're not going to do TRF. We're going to do tape diagrams. Watch, not a big deal. Just erase this. Sorry about that. I'm in TRF mode. I shouldn't be yet. I should be in tape diagram mode. Maddie, what's my ratio? All right, 4 to 3. Box it out, everybody. Do 4 boxes by 3 boxes. Okay, are we boxed out?
Yeah.
Now what? Look back at the example. If you have a difference question, what do I need to do? Starting to see more hands. This is good. Billy. Or how many more boxes are there for smartphones compared to flip phones? Nick. Just one. Here it is. Make a little bracket. One box. Into what? That one box represents what number? Ariana. 500. As simple as that looks, what's our answer? Looks like you didn't do something right, because it's like 1 into 500. I had to have done something wrong, but you didn't. 1 into 500 goes how many times? 500. That's your magic number. Put 500 in every box. And once you get the magic number, total up your phones and you've got it. How many smartphones? Add them all up, or 500 times 4. Sebastian. Add up your flip phones. Ella. 1,500. Ready? The all-important question. Take a look. Is there 500 more smartphones than flip phones?
Yes.
It works. Next page. Same thing. Highlight your VIPs, underline your question, and then start thinking, is it a total question or is it a difference question? VIPs first. Things I'm comparing, how's that? Always a good place to start. All right, Madison. There it is, right there. A little tricky because you've got names of people and they kind of split the names in between the actual ratio. But that's going to be basically the labels for my tapes. Okay? Christian, what's my ratio?
5-3.
Very good. Box it out. And then becomes the most important question you have to ask yourself. Is it total or is it difference? And how do you know? Brando. Let me say it's a difference question. Let me say it's a total question. Why is it a total question? Alexa.
Because it says together.
That's your operative word. When you see anything that indicates it's a total, this is together. Both of them together sold a total of 161. It doesn't say the word total, but they say together they sold 160.
Also, wouldn't it be a total question if it doesn't say
Right. It doesn't in this case, but still, the operative word is this idea of together. That both boys together have 160 bottles, or sold 160 bottles. Yes. So now what? We know it's total. Now what do I do? This is going back to example 1. I don't care about how many more boxes there are for Sammy compared to David. What must I do? Go, Antonia.
I need to add 5 plus 3.
You got it. What do you get?
9.
Goes into what? Ave. 160. Find the magic number, finish it up. Shorts, you ready? How many bottles for Sammy, buddy? Total. Sammy's total. Right, the magic number is 20. Finish it up. You got it. 20 times, which is 100 for Sammy. How many got 100 for Sammy? Shane, 20 times 3.
20 times
Do 2 times 3.
6.
Add a 0. 60 for David. So we have 60 for David. We have 100 for Sammy. What do they have to add up to? 160. Does it?
Yes.
Done. After lunch, you guys are going to practice on your own, okay?